Brilliant speed with vibrant service, vibrant broadband internet.
Hey, how about that? It's 10:30 right on the nose. And it is Vibrant You time. Eh?
It's time for Vibrant You. Vibrant You Live. My name is Shane.
And I'm Jane.
And welcome to Vibrant You Live. Today, we have a special guest with us. Maker Energy is one of 13 cooperatives that own Heartland Security. So we invited Nate Ellis on the show to talk about Heartland and the security services they offer. And we've had him on the show before, and it's always great to have him on the show. He's got some good information about Heartland. Welcome, Nate.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
For listeners who may not be familiar with Heartland Security, can you give us a quick overview of who you are and the communities you serve?
Yeah, so we're Heartland Security, like you said, owned by 13 electric co-ops in northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, western Minnesota.
Okay. And your background, Nate, what do you do?
So I've been with Heartland for coming up on 5 years here. I'm an account manager in the sales department. So I come out, people call up, businesses or residents and members call up, and I talk to them on the phone, and I'll if you want me out, I'll come out to your house or business and talk about security and give you a quote, customize it to your home or business.
And Meeker County is kind of your service area?
Yep, Meeker County's in my service.
Perfect.
And I thought he was just going to say, I sell things.
Yeah, right. I sell stuff.
I sell stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kind of back it up a little bit here. So we have all-employee meetings every now and again, and Heartland came up and gave a presentation. And I was just amazed at the behind-the-scenes functions that Heartland Security offers. And it's unbelievable. Just the system, basically the call center that you guys have for the security behind the scenes, and I was just enamored, and I'm like, wow, we got to get Nate on the show again, because it's like super cool, and it's just, I don't know, it's like top of the line technology and everything. So here's my question. So why is security so important now for homes and businesses as opposed to, like 10 years ago? Why is it so up and running right now?
Yeah, it's security's here to protect your family and property from intruders, fire, environmental hazards. Systems provide peace of mind through 24/7 monitoring through the monitoring center, like you mentioned, and remote surveillance with cameras. Our devices are so customizable that we ask you what your concern is, and we have so many different devices and so many different ways we can customize to solve your concern. So we can customize our systems to what your problem is.
Yeah. And I think too, this area, there's a lot of people that have cabins, and they're seasonal, right? So it's a great opportunity to kind of keep an eye on different things to monitor them when you're not there all the time, and that's hugely helpful as well.
Yes.
So what are the most popular residential security options that you're seeing right now?
Yeah, we offer a lot of, we have a couple different panels that have we can put a lot of different sensors on the panels.
So a panel is kind of like what? It's kind of like an iPad type of thing on the wall? Or
yeah, it's almost like an iPad size control box on the wall that you arm and disarm the system. It's your information center. Then we can put sensors on the panel, learn them in, like a door sensor, water, temperature sensors, carbon monoxide, smoke. And we can integrate cameras to be on the same app as the alarm system. So you can arm and disarm it from an app, and you can also look at your cameras, and you can decide the notifications are customizable whenever you want to get notified, if a door opens or if the system is disarmed, etc. There's a lot of.
So the other thing too is, back in the day, I think the main thing was having a hardline phone, and you guys, I know some people still have that, and you're working on getting them off those hard lines and into like their cell phone stuff. Is there a huge difference in price for that, or?
Yeah, it's just $10 more a month to go to cell communication. The industry standard nowadays is cell communication. We don't use the traditional landlines anymore, and a lot of times they end up stop working for people. Some are still working, but we're constantly trying to get people to switch over, and there's a possible cost savings if they switch over to cell by canceling their landline. So we like to let people know that they can go to cell. Some people don't even know. So
Perfect.
So businesses have a little bit different needs than residents. What kind of solutions do you have for businesses, and like including small to mid-sized businesses?
yeah, just like residential, we have basic alarm systems and cameras, but also we have access control, like a key fob system that you can key fob in and out. And we also offer fire systems for commercial buildings.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
And what about egg monitoring? Now, that's a growing need in our area. What types of agricultural security or monitoring options do you guys offer?
Yeah, so we can put one of our alarm panels in the animal barns that we can monitor for high, low temperature, power loss, automatic. You can even tie like automatic feeding equipment sensors into our panels, and our panels have a battery backup. They're tied to the response center, so just like you'd get notified with an alarm system, we can customize it for the egg.
That's something that you don't think of it too much. I mean, agriculture is a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is taking it to the next level. You're protecting the animals. You're protecting, a lot of that investment that you have. And, if you have, let's say you're away from the farm for whatever reason, you run to town for something and something happens, to have that peace of mind, I mean, I think I can see that being so valuable.
Or even like turkey barns, if it's too hot in there, right?
Yeah.
This would be a monitoring alert system. Like, okay, you got to do something about that now.
Right. And then for small businesses and mid-size, I mean, do you have a price range for that would fit their needs? Are we looking at, large businesses? It seems like they'd put a huge investment in, but let's say it's just somebody downtown here that's got a small store and they just want to keep an eye on things.
Yeah, sure. A small store with like an alarm system could be anywhere from $850 to maybe $1,200, something
Sure.
like that. Most of them, and maybe a few $1,000s for cameras.
Okay, and then like a monthly fee, roughly.
Yep, monthly fee would be for the alarm system $41.95 a month.
Yeah, see, that's to me very inexpensive when you're trying to protect your business.
Yes.
Right. Yep. And I think too, and Nate, you probably get this when you're on site with somebody. People want the cream of the crop, right? They want the best of the best. And so then you give them that quote and they're like, holy Hanukkah, right?
Yes.
And then it's like, okay, well, let's look at the reality of what do you really need and what can we make within your budget, right?
Absolutely. Happens a lot. Yep, happens a lot.
My favorite part about this, when you guys were doing that presentation with us, I always think of this, that crazy commercial, I've fallen and I can't get up, those alert systems, right? Well, you guys offer this, and I think it's amazing. It's the medical alert system. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Heartland has their own medical department, and we have a couple different options, either a watch that you can have on your wrist, or even a pendant to wear around your neck. And if you press the button in case of an emergency, then it'll talk to you through the watch or the pendant and send help. The response center will send help. So difference with ours, it has a cell. It's cell communication. So it's just like similar to a cell phone. As long as you bring that pendant anywhere that you have cell coverage, it's going to work.
Yeah, so you don't have to be at home for this to work.
Right.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And so when that button is hit, someone from your call center responds to that person.
Yes.
And then, yep, you're going to need help. And so then you just relay whoever you need in that area to get them medical attention.
Exactly. Yes.
And this is, our community, there's a lot of different options, and people love to stay in their homes longer. And this would be a great tool and a service to provide that for them too. I think that's a great idea. Plus, I think it's also as a caregiver, I think you're at ease knowing that option is there, and you don't worry so much.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, for somebody just getting started, what kind of entry-level security system would they typically cost, like for residential?
Residential, our base package, 3 doors and a motion, starts at $825 one-time cost. It just depends on your house, how many devices you want. I have houses with 30 devices, or I have houses with 4 devices. Just depends on what your needs are, and then that $41.95 a month. So.
Okay.
So as far as costs go, I mean, I'm putting money towards a system, but do I reap the benefits of it as with insurances and whatnot?
Yeah, so some insurance companies will offer you a discount to have a professionally installed and monitored alarm system. I always tell people, just call your insurance company and tell them that you're thinking about it or you just had it installed. And you'd be surprised, some of them, of course not all, but some do offer a discount, and it could help go towards paying for the system.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
On average, do you know what the percentage is?
I've heard of, like 5% off your premium. I've heard up to 10.
That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything helps.
Yes.
So, you guys have promotions running, so tell me about them.
Yeah, so we have a new promotion coming second quarter that we're really excited about. It's a free cell communicator. It's one of the best deals. Like you said, the cell communication for the people that are still on landline, or for new customers with a new 3-year agreement, we can get your cell communicator. We can add a cell communicator for free.
Wow.
Okay.
And for the people that are on the fence, well, I'm still on landline, just give me a call when it starts here. And we can get you on cell for $10 more a month, and we'll give you that communicator for free. So.
And that $10 a month, that's just the cell plan. I mean, it's like if you have a watch or through Verizon or whatever, or you have an iPad, it's $10 to add those to your plan. So that's basically what it's doing.
Yeah, it's just a SIM card, and people ask me, what's it for? Yeah, there's a SIM card inside of that cell communicator, and Verizon or AT&T charges us to use the cell towers, so that's just what it basically is. Yeah.
And basically, the promotion is just to help update people with the new technology, and and you're just trying to make it more easy and convenient for them, and more efficient too.
Absolutely, it's more reliable, and it's just a better way to communicate. And
then, so the other part of it is Meeker Energy being. We are part owners of Heartland Security. Are there any promotions for members out there?
Yeah, so members of Meeker, if you get 10% off the base package, so off that $825, and then you save $1 off the monitoring for being a co-op member.
Okay.
And I didn't know this. So if you're a Vibrant customer and not a member, you can also reap the benefits of Heartland Security too. Yeah,
so since Vibrant, we want to work with the customers. We can offer $150 off the first camera you buy.
Wow.
And for Vibrant customers, just because so many times, I went to a place last week and their upload speed was 0.88, and
no camera for you.
No, you can't run cameras off that. But since now that Vibrant is an option, it's higher speed, so now they can have cameras. So
I remember when we first started, and people started to dabble in Heartland, and we had worked together before, but not as closely as we do now. And it was just like it's amazing how we grouped together and just looked at the speeds and packages and what was needed, and we relay those messages between our customer and your customer, and it makes it such a smooth transition, and they love Vibrant and they love Heartland Security, and it's a win-win.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I do follow the Heartland Facebook page, so I'd recommend that for anybody who's interested in learning more about Heartland. And I do notice that there's a new referral program, so somebody could earn $40 by referring their neighbor to Heartland. So you just call up Heartland, give them the names, and Nate will come out here and take care of them, and you can get $40. Yep. So that's a good deal.
Yes.
So the biggest thing with Heartland is that they serve our local communities. They're headquartered here in Minnesota, so it's not like you're not calling
National.
California to call about your emergency or whatever. It's right here, based in Minnesota. They've got personable service. Meeker Energy can get you in touch with Nate, or their customer service if you have any questions. Nate, we're going to see you at our Vibrant or MAD Member Appreciation Day for Meeker members and Vibrant subscribers. That's May 20th. Nate's going to have a
booth.
booth there.
You're going to be
Yes,
by me.
yes, awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, you can come out and see us. You're more than welcome to come. Talk to Nate if you have questions about Heartland Security or securing your farm, your business, or your home.
He's going to have some stuff out there too that you guys can touch and look at it as well.
Exactly.
Right.
So, yeah, Nate, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Perfect. So we have our own promotion running. So at the end, we have the Twins promotion. So it ends at the end of April. So anything, if you sign up for anything 200 megabits or more, you get put into a drawing, and you're going to be going to the June 3rd game. The bus fare is included and food as well. And then Vibrant is also going to be at the Kimball Expo this Saturday at 8:30 to noon. Stop by and visit. And then if you have any questions, give us a call, 693-3231, or learn more about us at vibrantbroadband.com. Catch this replay on Facebook or YouTube channel. Search for Vibrant Broadband. And then listen live every Wednesday at 10:30 on KLFD.
All right. Thanks, Nate, for coming.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you, Jeff, for having us.
You bet.
Thank you, audience, for listening. My name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
Tune in next week for another Vibrant You Live.
Brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant broadband internet. Vibrant broadband internet.